Oh, hello, folks, and welcome to Gran Turismo video. I'm going to do, this is going to be my look into update 1.56. I usually never do these on debut. So, for those of you who don't know, this was released with three new cars, a bunch of engine swaps, and this is the weakest of the bunch. This is a Unimog from 1962, type 411. It has 29 horsepower and it has 4,277 pounds. It's four-wheel drive. It is naturally aspirated, and yes, you are getting that correctly. The PP is at 32.40. Yes, it is mad slow. So, so this is supposed to be the slowest car ever. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all three of the cars, and I got to buy one at the used market because the Peugeot GTI is well-known European hatchback. I think it was a touring car at one point, and the Europeans just love them. So, no, I'm not going to drive that because I want to drive the Unimog first. And then I'm going to buy the BMW from the... Let's see what the price difference is. So it's $44,000, which isn't bad for a car of this age. So I'll have all my cool cars. I'm waiting to do something with this one, so and I will do something with the Honda SI Extra at some point. Well, actually, that's right, I already did something with it. You guys just doing that, it's my reminder that I'm going to have to go to bed at 10:30 or 11 o'clock. But I want to get this update out to you guys first. So I'm going to go to Brand Central. And normally what I do is I usually I buy the cars and then eventually I get them, and the Z3 is going to be $60,000. That's probably how much it's worth. I'm going to get it in red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these cars and I'm going to test them around Road Atlanta, most likely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test them around. I'm going to test them around Road Atlanta, and tell you guys what I really think about them. Now, I'm not listening to them because I don't know where my earphones went, but so Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. I'm not expecting Unimog to do an amazing lap time per se. But I am expecting it to set a lap time nonetheless. This thing is probably going to struggle up hills. maliciously, probably. So place your bets how absolutely slow this is going to be. And you are reading right. It revs to 3,000 RPM, and this has 6 gears to read and weep. I'm going to do 2 laps with this because I don't have faith. This is probably going to be the slowest lap ever. So, I would get comfortable, folks. 50 miles an hour. And to tell you, this truck is from weak as how this thing is struggling. And a Dodge Tomahawk would have already finished already. All the prototypes I've tested would be ready. I think that's the slowest time ever. I think the only thing this thing does well is, and these are in comfort hards. I'm not even on max tires. I'm not even on race tires or anything. I'm just, and this is a diesel with 29 horsepower. Say it with me, 29 horsepower. Look at this. I don't even have to back off. I didn't even have to back off the throttle there. Ooh, somebody's in trouble with the police. Sorry if you heard police sirens in the background. And we're losing 2 miles an hour. I can only imagine this truck doing a lap at the Nordschleife without I think I'm just doing the horn right here. It's probably weak as hell. It's probably like, eh. I've literally done almost 2 miles and this thing is slow. I've only done 1 lap. Dude, this thing is taking forever. I forgot. I thought I was doing another lap. I thought I was doing another lap. It's been so long. Wow, Le Mans, that would have been pulled back in 2017. If Orlando existed back in the 1920s, yeah, this would probably be the lap time. Oh, jeez, that is the slowest lap time ever on this track. Well, I haven't done a second lap yet, but I have a sinking feeling that this is going to be, that this is still going to be in the the mid threes. Just look at that, it loses all of its will to fight up that hill. And as soon as it goes down the hill, so I plan to do 2 laps. I wanted to do 2 laps with this because the reason why I want to do 2 laps is because I don't want to wait. I want to take 3 million years. I mean, come on, 2 laps. I mean, come on, we're on our 2nd lap and this is already taking 3 minutes. I can't wait till I tune this thing. Oh, when this gets a small block Chevrolet or something like that in the front there. And this thing motors down the hill. Motors up a hill. This and its probably squeaky ass let's look at the interior for a bit. Look, I'm not even having to hit the brake. I've not hit the brakes once in this whole thing. All I've had to do is lift. This is the first car I haven't hit the brakes with. This is the first time I've not needed the brake. I've not touched the brake pedal since I started driving this Unimog. It is absolutely chugging it up the hill. As soon as it gets on a down bit, it starts to speed up. See, this is the thing about the Japanese. The Japanese, they always have they have a sense of humor, because this car is monumentally slow and it's struggling up the hill, and I'm pulling 5.5 seconds, so I'm gonna do a 320 something with this thing. It's gonna speed up down the hill. Boy, yeah, I'm not gonna continue another lap. That's too slow. And it takes a million years to do this. I want to just try something really quick. See this, the gears are so tight, I can't even. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not going to do another lap because that is way too long. So we're going to move on to the second most powerful vehicle in this comparison test. Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't need to use the brake once during that test, and I'm not lying. I did not need to use the brake once during that whole test. So yeah, so the Unimog definitely has its thing. I'm hoping the GTI does a lot better because it's got 5 speeds, and here's. See, the one good thing about the French is that they did hatchbacks very well. In fact, I think this was a rally car at one point, or a touring car at one point. I can't remember. But this has got comfort mediums. This thing's got essentially little skinny tires. It's got nothing in the suspension. So I'll fix that when I start tuning these. I'm gonna do some special events, and then I will come back to do these. I think I'm not gonna do the Unimog because I'm not wasting my time with it. The Unimog can be tuned up to, I think it's like 230 horsepower or something like that, which is hilarious, seeing as it's the slowest car on the track. Actually, that's the slowest lap ever. I thought the Aston Martin DB5 was slow. That was slower. I think the Aston did it in 2 minutes something, but I think I'm pretty sure the Unimog got really, really cracking. Now I'm having to use the brake on this one because it's a faster car, slightly. This is back when cars didn't have a heck of a lot of weight. It's really sprightly. And let's look at the interior. The interior looks very 80s. Oh look, we're up 100 miles an hour. We're up 110, 114. Hit the brakes. That looks like a really 80s dash if I ever saw one. Nice and easy does it. Well, not quite as slow as the Unimog, but it's slow nonetheless. Does like to drift a little bit, so he's gonna come back. Carry the momentum. A second ahead. Again, I didn't even need to brake through that corner. I was just using the brakes early in this lap because I wanted to figure out what this car's limits were, and the car's limits are pretty decent for I can't expect too much from a 1980s, late 80s hatchback. I mean, this is a GTI, so it's going 200 160 miles an hour, so it doesn't really brake very well, which is not very good. But at least this can go up a hill without, I don't know, losing, I don't know, 10, 15 miles an hour without doing it. I'm like, yeah. All right, under 2 minutes. That's good. And I think that's all we're going to get out of you. Again, the brake's taking forever. It's a GTI and it's a front-engined machine, so... Is it a front-engine machine? I think it is. Yes, it is. It's a front-engine machine. And we're going to switch to the BMW, which, if I'm not mistaken, has 227 horsepower, which it would have had out of the factory. It would have had 225 polyphony. 225. It would have had 225 horsepower, but yeah, so this was before the M. So if they have this, I don't know if they're going to come out with the M Roadster. And the other thing is, I hope in the future, they come up with a hardtop option for these cars, because I would love to turn this thing into a little mini racer. All right, this is already faster than the GTI. This is already way faster than the Unimog. So much that I actually have to brake. This has got the Tiptronic. This doesn't have Tiptronic. This is a real manual. And yes, I did put it in red. .41. That's a shade faster than the 110 or 114 that the other car, that the Unimog did. It's not going to set a blazing lap time. I'm thinking maybe... Even though that was out of sorts, it was way out of sorts, I still got what I wanted. Interior is nice. In fact, this is the first Roadster that they've actually have. Forza has already had a couple of Roadsters in the game from BMW. Ooh, the brakes are... These physics are really good, though. Let's see, the engine revs to almost 7,000 and change. Uh, 151, which isn't bad. Actually, I think a 151 is as far as I'm going to get, because I don't really want to do this. So yeah, so we got a 158, 157, a 151, and 3 minutes and 27 seconds and change. That is absolutely quite the spread of... So the fastest car around here was that F 3000. Yep, you guys see it correctly. That is the slowest car ever, and that's the only car under 100 pp. That's 159. This is going to be a 500 score, so that's a 151, although it's not too far behind the Jag D-Type, although the D-Type is a little bit stock, so that's the Chevelle that's stock. That was stock. That was stock. Not so stock. Not stock. That was definitely stock. This is the worst car I think I've ever driven, though. But let's just put it on here. This is the worst car I've ever driven. That lap time, folks, is staying on there till further notice. So I think that's just hilarious. So I wanted to just give you guys a rough idea of what lap times these machines can do, and I think I've already been here for 15 minutes. So my inkling is to maybe start doing work on the BMW because I much rather tune the BMW rather than the Unimog and the GTI. I'll do the Unimog last because the Unimog's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm gonna wide body this, so. Such a cool looking roadster, to be honest, and I like the color. So I like the color. It's good. I picked the red, not blue or green or gray or something like that. And I'm not putting a paint scheme on it, just to let you guys know. I'm not putting a paint scheme on it. The GTI maybe, but I'm not sure. This is gonna get new wheels. I like these instead. Bring these out a little bit. And 10 grand. Let's see what I can do with the. I can do quite a bit with these packages. Yeah, a bit of a wrist splitter. That's a little too chintzy. I like that better because it looks sort of sporty. Nice, allows us to start out a roll cage in case we want to do stuff to it. License plates. I'm going to see the customization for the Unimog, see how cool it is. I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of a preview of what I think the Unimog's going to be like, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think of the customizations. So the BMW's customizations are pretty cool. I think I kind of expected it to be that way. It's kind of a roadster, so but I want to see what the Unimog is. The Unimog's got some pretty interesting ones I'm hearing, so I want to see what type of bodies this has on it and stuff like that. I mean, it's not really gonna be, the Unimog's all the way at the bottom. I don't really have to figure out that one, huh? The Unimog. it might be a decent rally machine, to be honest. So it might be more suited for that instead of it being a touring car or a race car, because I don't really see, even with 227, which is what the BMW has, I'm not really seeing. All right, here's the front. There it is. Extended bed, and oh, it's cool. It has an extended bed, and that's too hilarious. It looks like a box truck. That is hilarious. So an extended bed. It really doesn't kill any of this. Somebody was saying that this thing would have this thing would have a hay bale, but I don't know. Let me just look this up real quick. Oh, so if it's equipped with a wide body, we'll hold it. I'm gonna give this thing a wide body anyway. I'm gonna wide body it anyway. So watch what happens. So there is, and it costs $50,000. Of course it does. I can tell very little difference on this wide body, unlike other ones, but you guys can't really see it, but there's little arches on there's little fender flares on the front wheels, so that's kind of your wide body, although it's not wide. So I'm curious to see what the GTI is like when it gets the wide body. So I'll show you guys some of the other ones. So certain things, certain unlocks. So the camper van, I believe, will probably be Ooh, look at this. Yeah, so as soon as and then with the rear, ooh, cool. So we have hay bales, and then we also have a camper van. So that is too funny. The regular is a long bed, and then hay bales in the camper. That's too hilarious. That's funny. Now we're gonna see what the GTI is like. And then I'm gonna bid this video anew. So let's see what the GTI is like. The Peugeot or Peugeot is like Peugeot as they call it over in Europe. I don't know if it's going to get flared wheel arches or something like that, but I have no idea what's going to happen with this thing. So we're just going to go into the full body kit and see where it goes from there. Yeah, so 10 grand. So it's not going to be too extravagant, probably. Yeah, I was kind of right. Yeah, so it loses the body color, so it loses the black molding on it, and it gets colored molding, which is pretty good. Usually when you wide body a machine, I think it does a better job of unlocking certain things. So there's certain parts that you wouldn't be able to get on certain cars if you didn't wide body the car. So I wonder to see what this does. And so I'm going to do this. This has everything, good. And racing parts, front grille. So I'm going to see, yep. Looks like it's got so it loses its 1.6 GTI moniker. Okay, I gotcha. So what else does this do? Rear. It can take off the badging and stuff like that. That's so you can take off that plate, take off the badging, and tiny ass little wing. Front grille. It's got a bunch of ones. It's not, I don't think it's really meant to. I'll probably put a suspension handling kit and stuff like that on this thing, but and get it to go a little bit better. But yeah, so yeah, guys, I just thought I'd give you guys a preview of what I'm going to do with these cars. I'm going to make a little bit more money so I can tune these cars up a little bit better. And then when I do, I will... So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry it's been a long time since I've uploaded, but I'll maybe do some rally footage with the Unimog, and then I'll tune it up. And I'll start with the Unimog, and then, well, what I'll do is I'll start with the BMW, and then I'll do the Unimog last. I'll save the slowest for last since it did it. So you guys saw it here, folks, at 3 minutes 27 for that Unimog. Have a good day. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.